Explain to me how a company like Riot Games, who currently owns one of the biggest video games ever made, League of Legends, like literally record-breaking video games, could produce such a low-quality piece of dog shit. Valorant has been out for 2 years now, came out in 2020, and yet somehow this game has brought nothing new to the table at all. It hasn't expanded gaming in any way, it hasn't changed the way we look at gaming in any way. In fact, it's only been a downgrade to games that we've all already played before. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me because, oh dude, I love Valorant, it's so fun. But really, I'm surprised I haven't made a video on this game yet because it is literally shit. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm Treyllo. Welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we are going to be roasting the shit out of Valorant in so many ways that'll probably make you mad. Know that if you enjoy Valorant, this isn't coming after you as much as it's coming after simply Riot Games for putting out such a shitty game. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Let's get into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is what Valorant is. Valorant is a competitive first-person hero shooter. The two games that people generally combine to make Valorant are Overwatch and CSGO. But honestly, Overwatch is too good of a comparison for this game, so we're gonna have to call it Paladins. But the thing is, it's shittier than both of those games. It almost feels like a Chinese ripoff of CSGO. They were so obviously trying to imitate CSGO and everything that the game was, except they just tried to make it different by making it worse. The only reason that people aren't always mad about CSGO being a copy of Valorant is because Valorant is a downgrade of CSGO, so it doesn't matter if it copied it, it literally is just bad. But I'm tired of just calling it bad and shit. Let's get into the reasons why. Poor graphics. Riot Games, I know you got a good budget, okay? But the minute this game came out, I immediately thought it was a mobile game, or at least some Chinese bullshit CSGO. I understand that art style and graphics can work together, and sometimes even though it might look worse, the art style kind of makes up for it being unique. This game does neither one of those things successfully. The art style is janky and not really creative, and the graphics do not surpass a 2011 game. Why make it like this? Probably because the game's free and it took the shortest amount of time to pump out. That sounds like a good reason. The UI and gameplay are clunky. For a game that has heroes and powers and abilities that your characters can use, the movement should not be the same as CSGO. They tried to copy the same exact walking, the same exact running, run faster with your knife out, pistol, but the only problem is when you have characters who are throwing fireballs, who are airbending through the air, who literally have powers to fucking overlook space and drop down smokes. You can't be using this same exact movement system. Like, I think Jett is such a cool character in Valorant, but because her abilities always just feel a little bit slower, a little bit wonky when utilizing them, it throws the character off completely. Overwatch has good movement that fits the heroes and feels like you're the hero. Because everyone's the same in Valorant, it doesn't feel like your characters are different based on their abilities. The third thing is my biggest problem with Valorant, and that's the abilities. Look, abilities are always cool. I'm never gonna say no to using magic and shit. There comes a point though in this type of game like Valorant, a competitive first-person shooter, that abilities literally ruin the game. There's fucking 18 agents in Valorant right now. Each of them has 4 abilities and one of them being an ultimate ability. In a competitive first-person shooter game, that is too damning for a match to ever be fair. Rainbow Six Siege is a problem right now with there being simply too many characters. Not only is there too much to learn, there's too many concepts that are constantly in play, and that diminishes the fun of the ranking experience. Valorant is soon going down the same path, but unlike any other competitive game besides League of Legends, you cannot switch your hero once you start. Overwatch, Siege, most hero shooter games you are able to swap your hero in between rounds or play. Why are you allowed to do that? Because if 5 people on their team counter 5 people on your team, regardless of your skill, you lose. Valorant has that problem constantly. If you don't have the right characters to counter their character, if you have teammates that don't want to counter their characters, or they're just using characters that are in the meta, it is that much harder to win. Valorant starts to part away from it being skill that wins you games and more solely based on the hero and who's powerful. And that ruins the ranking experience because you can't switch characters. You'll always have to fight with your odds and hope for the best. Many of the abilities in the game are absolutely game altering. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if the abilities were more low-key. But when you got shit in the game like Resurrection, Killjoy's Lockdown, where you just can't use abilities in a certain area for like 40 seconds, Phoenix's second life ult, literally KO's entire kit, it's just not fun to fight against that shit. It's too annoying and too damning. CSGO has the incentive to play because everyone's on this same equal playing field. You can really visualize the skill between different players and truly be better than someone even though you're given the same opportunity. Valorant's hero shooter mechanics will will always interfere with ranked being fun. Also, the map design is dust. I don't know how they keep adding maps, and they keep getting worse every time. They're so uninteresting and so plain and so just like arena type. I guess League of Legends wasn't really a big game for maps either. But Riot clearly has no ideas for what to do for environmental design. None of the maps besides maybe Icebox have anything unique or different about it. But everything is so damn boxy. Like you're always going from a long rectangle to a box to a long rectangle to a box. And then the sites are always just a clusterfuck of elevation. Literally, look at a Valorant map. It's just box, line, box, line, box, line. Fourth graders can make better map designs. I do not know how you guys enjoy Valorant. Riot Games made this game probably in a year and a half. Everything about it is so empty, so uninspired that it almost makes you feel like you're just playing a shitty version of every game you've ever played. There's literally no reason to play Valorant. I mean, holy shit, Valorant gets so many views on Twitch, man. You got like 150k people watching it right now. I'm a believer that Valorant is simply just a money grab by Riot Games. Mid gameplay, mid character design, mid map design, mid abilities, mid ranking system. Everything about it is so unbelievably mediocre or less that I don't even know how you don't see it. It's written on the game's surface. You can watch 15 seconds of gameplay and already know what this game has to offer. Shittier Paladins, shittier CSGO. I haven't even talked about the software that they install on your computer, and I definitely haven't talked about the $90 skins that are in the market every single day. You know, honestly, it just makes me too mad. Honestly, it makes me so mad. I'm gonna install the game just to get the dopamine of uninstalling it again. Fuck this video, dude. Honestly, shit.